In the ultimate, heartbreaking climax of a journey defined by supernatural fate, dark family secrets, and overwhelming sacrifice, love is put to its most agonizing test. CEO Yeo-ri makes the most painful choice of her entire life. She officially breaks off her engagement with Gong-uk. This devastating decision is not born out of a lack of love, but out of a desperate, self-sacrificing desire to protect him from the relentless dangers surrounding her supernatural world and the dark entities that hunt her. Even as their deep, mutual feelings remain entirely undeniable, Yeo-ri chooses to push Gong-uk away, firmly believing that loving him truly means keeping him safe at any cost. Both of their hearts are left severely wounded, shattered under the heavy weight of an enforced separation that neither of them genuinely wanted. Meanwhile, the painful emotional fracture between them deepens into a fierce family conflict. Fueled by heartbreak and anger, Gong-uk directly confronts his grandmother over the ruthless, manipulative decisions that appear to have driven Yeo-ri away from his side. When his grandmother hides behind the familiar, hollow excuse that every calculating move was made purely for his own sake and protection, Gong-uk sees straight through her justification. He realizes with bitter clarity that her cold actions were never meant to safeguard his true happiness, but were instead designed to ease her own selfish fears and maintain control over his life. Refusing to be a pawn in her games any longer, Gong-uk breaks away to seek the unvarnished truth. But while Gong-uk fights an intense emotional battle within his own family, Yeo-ri finds herself trapped in an even greater, life-threatening corporate catastrophe. Without warning, Reina Hotel is swept into an unprecedented, vicious smear campaign engineered by her most ruthless enemies. False rumors, orchestrated leaks, and fabricated scandals flood the media, sending Reina Hotel's stock prices crashing into a freefall and placing mounting, unbearable pressure on Yeo-ri to immediately surrender her position as CEO. One by one, her corporate allies vanish into the shadows, leaving Yeo-ri standing entirely alone on the brink of total collapse, desperately fighting with every breath to keep her empire and her legacy from crumbling into dust. Determined to trace the root of this corporate sabotage, Yeo-ri finally confronts Minwon over the escalating attacks on Reina Hotel, demanding to uncover precisely when this systematic targeting truly began. Yet Minwon remains cold, calculating, and detached. Refusing to dwell on past grievances or offer simple answers, he coldly reminds her that the past no longer matters. What truly matters now is how they respond in this exact moment, as their corporate war enters its most lethal and dangerous phase yet. Simultaneously, Gong-uk's past actions return to haunt him. Leaked confidential information sparks absolute chaos across the board, leaving him under intense mounting pressure from all sides to take full public responsibility for the growing disaster. Just as the corporate and personal turmoil reaches a boiling point, a dangerous shadow from Yeo-ri's past steps back into the light. Soon Jae's sudden return signals that her painful history is far from over. Freshly released from prison, he carries explosive, long-buried secrets that possess the power to shatter everything Yeo-ri thinks she knows about her life and family.
Shortly after his emergence, an ominous, mysterious message brings the traumatic yacht incident from 12 years ago rushing violently back into Yeo-ri's present. What once seemed safely buried in the distant past suddenly feels terrifyingly close, dropping a heavy hint that the truth behind that tragic night holds the ultimate key to destroying the enemies threatening her today. In the final, heart-stopping moments of this grand finale setup, the danger surrounding Yeo-ri takes an unimaginably dark and sinister turn. She is lured into a deadly trap and discovered standing in a pool of blood with the murder weapon clutched in her hands. Within seconds, the police arrive at the scene alongside a horrified Gong-uk. Every single piece of evidence, every physical clue, and every line of circumstantial proof appears meticulously designed to frame her and condemn her to a lifetime behind bars. Standing at the edge of absolute ruin, Yeo-ri faces a dark fate, leaving Gong-uk with no other choice but to risk his own life, unmask the real killer, and expose the master manipulator before the woman he loves loses her freedom, her empire, and her life forever. As we reach the ultimate finale of Spooky in Love, the stakes could not possibly be higher. Will Yeo-ri and Ganguk find a way to overcome the supernatural curse and corporate frame-up to reclaim their love? Or will the dark secrets of the past swallow them whole? Who do you think is the real mastermind behind the yacht incident and the murder frame-up? Thank you so much for joining us for this massive finale preview breakdown on Drama vs. English. If you loved this deep dive analysis of Spooky in Love episodes 11 and 12, please smash that like button, drop your ultimate finale theories in the comments below, and subscribe to Drama vs. English for the best K-drama recaps, ending explained videos, and complete storyline breakdowns.